Red Heat, released in 1988, stands as a captivating entry in the buddy cop action comedy genre. It masterfully combines thrilling action sequences, witty banter, and the inherent comedic potential of cultural clashes. This cinematic gem takes viewers on a roller coaster ride through the streets of Chicago and the then Soviet Union, all against the backdrop of the Cold War. The film's success can be attributed to the dynamic pairing of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Belushi. They portray characters from vastly different worlds forced to cooperate. Schwarzenegger is Captain Ivan Danko, a disciplined and imposing Soviet officer. Belushi embodies Detective Art Ridzik, a streetwise and cynical Chicago detective. Their contrasting personalities and approaches to law enforcement provide ample material for both humor and conflict. The plot of Red Heat centers around Danko's pursuit of Viktor Rostavili, a ruthless Georgian drug lord, into the heart of Chicago. Rostavili, responsible for the death of Danko's partner, becomes the target of an international manhunt. Danko's relentless pursuit leads him to form an uneasy alliance with Ridzik. The stark contrast between Danko's by-the-book Soviet methods and Ridzik's more improvisational American style provides both comedic and dramatic tension. As they navigate the mean streets of Chicago, their cultural differences are constantly on display. From their taste in food and drink to their views on law enforcement, Danko and Ridzik must learn to overcome their differences. Their common goal, bringing Rostavili to justice. Red Heat is replete with memorable scenes that have cemented its place in cinematic history. One standout sequence is the bathhouse brawl. Danko, in pursuit of a lead, finds himself in a Russian bathhouse in Chicago. A confrontation ensues, leading to a chaotic and hilarious brawl. The scene showcases Schwarzenegger's physical prowess alongside expert comedic timing. Another unforgettable moment is the climactic bus chase through the streets of Chicago. Danko and Ridzik, in hot pursuit of Rostavili, commandeer a city bus. The ensuing chase is a masterclass in action filmmaking with spectacular stunts and heart-stopping tension. The scene culminates in a satisfyingly explosive finale. The interrogation scene involving a wooden leg filled with cocaine is both humorous and suspenseful, highlighting the unconventional methods employed by Danko. Section 4. Behind the Iron Curtain filming locations. While Red Heat is set in both Moscow and Chicago, logistical and political realities of the late Cold War era dictated that some scenes be filmed elsewhere. Many of the Moscow scenes were actually shot on location in Budapest, Hungary. The Hungarian capital, with its grand architecture and Soviet-era structures, provided a convincing stand-in for the Soviet capital. Filming also took place in Vienna, Austria, further adding to the film's visual tapestry. Despite the challenges of filming across multiple countries, director Walter Hill successfully captured the essence of both the United States and the Soviet Union. He created a believable and immersive world for the story to unfold. Section 5. The sound of action music and reception. James Horner, known for his memorable scores in films like Titanic and Braveheart, composed the music for Red Heat. Horner's score expertly blends orchestral elements with electronic sounds. He creates a sonic landscape that is both thrilling and evocative. The music perfectly complements the film's action sequences. It also underscores the comedic moments and the underlying tension of the Cold War setting. Red Heat was a commercial success upon its release, grossing a respectable $34.9 million at the U.S. box office. However, it was overshadowed by another Schwarzenegger release that year, the blockbuster comedy Twins. Critical reception was mixed, with praise for the action sequences and the chemistry between Schwarzenegger and Belushi. Some critics found the plot predictable. The film currently holds a 67% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes and a score of 61 out of 100 on Metacritic. Red Heat spawned a video game adaptation in 1989, further solidifying its place in pop culture. The film remains a beloved example of the buddy cop genre. It is appreciated for its blend of action, humor, and Cold War intrigue.